Well, hello there. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, it's Friday, and it's about 7 o'clock actually. So, really, really nice. It's been lovely all day. Um, I was stuck in for most of the day waiting for a parcel to turn up. Anyway, tonight's beer of choice is a plum porter. So, it's a little bit like a Guinness, but only different. It's not as heavy, but it's a bit more fruity. Um, is it? Can I taste plum overtones? Probably. Yeah. Anyway, um, Daisy's been a bit naughty today. she she managed to run upstairs. She ran. This is the joys of having a young puppy. She ran upstairs, did a wee in the bedroom, then did a poo, then ran into the bathroom and did a bit more poo. So yes, I've got lots of stuff to clean up. Well, I've cleaned it up. I wouldn't have left it. So the bath mats are in the wash now, and the bedroom floor has been cleaned and disinfected. Yes, the joys of owning a puppy. Anyway, we've had some really great. We've had the goldfinches in the garden. I don't know if you can see, but we've got a feeder just there, and we've got some of these things behind us. These solar light things, which we tend to put a few mealworms on top when they come and feed right close to us. But yes, we've had the goldfinches and the robins. We've got a blackbird that tends to stay at the bottom of the garden. They don't tend to venture far into the garden. Yeah, so that's been nice. Yeah, I went and had my toe dressed today. It's looking a lot better. The picture that I showed you the other day in the video, I didn't get monetised for that. They said it wasn't suitable. I did put it down as education. I didn't put it down as, like fun video. And I did put a warning on, didn't I? So, but anyway, didn't get monetised for that, which is a shame. I'm almost up to the £60 mark. When YouTube pays you, they pay you, the minimum that they pay you is £60. Obviously, it's been converted from dollars into pounds, and so I'm at £57, and it's taken me 6 months to get there. So I didn't quite make enough money to make it up to £60. So that'll be another month now before I get any money. Of course, I will need some money soon, being on half pay, which I can survive. I will survive on half pay. It just means that I just won't be able to do much. I'll still be able to put petrol in the car and stuff like that, but I won't be able to buy any of the luxuries. I've already stopped. I've cancelled all the gin orders. I won't be buying gin anymore. So, because I used to like a gin on a weekend. I used to have a beer and then maybe a couple of gins Saturday to Sunday. Friday I might have 2 beers, but the Saturday and Sunday I might have a bit more. But I can't. I'm on antibiotics still, so really this is my last one, well, my only one for today. But yeah, it's doing my. These antibiotics are doing me in. They really aren't the best thing ever. Yeah. So Sarah's home at the weekend. She's got Saturday and Sunday off. She'll be working bank holiday Monday, so we'll be able to sort the bottom of the garden out. Quickly turn you around and see what a mess it is. Well, there you go. There is what we've just cleared. Well, Sarah cleared it. We're halfway through putting some flagstones down. We're not too bothered about whether they're even or not, because they're only there for the dustbins. What we're going to do is put the barbecue over there, bring the dustbins forward and put the barbecue behind, so when we do have barbecue, we can move the bins to whatever part of the garden and then have the barbecue over there. So let's bring it back round. See my ugly mug. There you go. Coming up to 5 minutes. As always, which I forget to do, is to tell you that if I go over the 8 minutes, I won't put in the midterm adverts, which I don't think I have yet. Yeah, and of course, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. 86% of my viewers don't subscribe, and only 4% are regular regular subscribers that come and visit my channel. So yeah, it'd be nice to see you following me and giving. Of course, if you give it a thumbs up, it does the algorithm a wonder. There's this new thing called hyping. I don't know what you've done, but some people have actually hyped some of my videos, which has been quite nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed the gifts as well this week. Well, a bit of a surprise, really, to get 2 mugs to drink my coffee from, really. I do have a couple of mugs that I enjoy, but having the one about loving my dog, yeah, I do enjoy my dog, even though it's a pain in the arse sometimes. But anyway, yeah, there's lots of ructions going on at the moment. I think the country is I wouldn't say we're on the brink of civil war, but civil war is on the horizon if the government doesn't do anything at the moment. They're stabbing it in green, something or other, green, I forget what it was now. This stabbing in London was not, the guy shouldn't have been let out. He shouldn't have been released from prison. He should have stayed there. But that's the government for you. That's our government. Our government hates us to absolutely... I'll bring it back down again. I think I'll drift it up a bit. There we go. How's that? There we go. You see my big fat belly. It's a bit of an optical illusion, really, because I'm laid back. Like a lounge lizard. Because I'm flat out drinking like a lizard, as they say in Australia. I used to have quite a few Australian followers. I know one of them had quite severe cancer, so he's probably not with us anymore. It's a bit of a shame. Well, anyway, tell me all about your Friday, what you're going to get up to, what beer you're going to be drinking. Yeah, it's really quite a pleasant beer. It's got a slightly bitter aftertaste. But just before the bitter aftertaste comes, you get that hint of plum, which is really quite nice. They're on sale at Asda's at the moment. You can get, I think it's 4 beers for £7. Oh, haha! Something's just frightened the dog. It's just come running out from behind one of the bins, and now it's scared. Come on, you big chicken. Anyway, getting back to what I was. Oh yeah, come up to 8 minutes now. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get the rest of that garden cleared, or at least half of it cleared by Monday. It's good where we are now at Hull. They actually take the brown bin, which is garden waste. They take that away every week now. They're obviously doing something with it, with the garden waste. They're doing something that's making them some money. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. It'll be back to once every 2 weeks, which is a right pain, because what are you going to do with your grass clippings, especially now during the summer? Yeah, Sarah mowed the lawn about a week ago now, I suppose, and it's starting to grow back again. There's a lot of dead stuff, so I do have a scarifier to take away a lot of the dead straw. That just goes over the surface with a rake and rakes it all up. I'm glad I got it now, because I don't think I could have done it. Raked all that garden on my own, what with my foot and everything. But yeah, hopefully the rain will sort the garden out. Apparently we're in for a bit of a downpour. I've got a friend of the channel who does his own weather forecasts, Gav's Weather. I'll put a link to his channel in the description, so if you want, just go and give him a follow and just let him know that I sent you over here. It doesn't do any of this climate bullshit that you get from the BBC. There's none of this global boiling and stuff like that. It just gives you the weather, and he shows you the weather maps and sees the temperature. But yeah, he's a good guy to follow, old Gav. I look at his weather forecast every morning rather than go to the BBC website or the BBC app and having a look at the weather. I just look at Gav's weather forecast. It's so much better. To be honest, it's so much better. It's only a few minutes long, his little videos that he does. And yeah, it's well worth a visit. Oh well, coming up to 10 minutes. Rabbity Don. Such a nice evening. Actually, I'm just looking at... I'm not quite sure. I think it's a robin up there. We got... yeah, well, no, it's like living in Calcutta here sometimes. But we do have a phone line. I think it's internet, to be honest. I think it's the internet line that goes across the top of our garden, which means I've got to be careful when I take the drone up. Yeah, I have done it. I've taken the drone up quite high over the top of the house, and just to see where we are, which was quite interesting. I was going to go out with the drone today, but I had to stay in for this stupid parcel, which I wasn't expecting today. It was just as I was going out, I got an email saying, "Oh, we've got a parcel coming in the next 45 minutes." Oh, okay, I'll wait in then. But 2 hours later, it turned up. But at least they didn't throw it on the doorstep. Anyway, so I've rabbited on. I do like these little chats, and I do love to read your comments, and I do try and reply to them. Even if it's just a small thank you, I will reply. Sometimes I just give it a like and a heart thing, but you know, if it's a little bit longer and needs a reply, then I'll certainly give it a reply. Anyway, so that's about it then for a Friday. Yeah, I thought it was Friday yesterday, so yeah, I almost put a vlog out yesterday saying Happy Friday. Well, it wasn't. It was only Thursday. But anyway, so I'll catch you all on the next one. Sorry it's so long, but there won't be any midterm adverts. Anyway. This is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to go in and cook my tea because Sarah's at work. Anyway, right. So I'll catch you all later. Have a great Friday, and I'll see you all on the next one.